Okay. Let's start by saying I'm house sitting. I'm house sitting for a few weeks for 3 kitties. Yeah. So the background for many of my next couple of videos will be different. So yeah, this kitty pissed on my bed and pissed on my luggage with all my clothes in it. So if you hear the washing machine in the background, that's why. It's because I've been cleaning my bedding and all of my clothes for the last 12 hours. Well, whatever. This is gonna be a long intro, so there will be a time for when the reading starts. That's what we have going on. It's been some time. You know what I mean? What else do I want to say? This is a general week reading. I'm trying to get comfortable too. This is like a new, I don't know if I will film all my videos in this one area. The table turns, you can't see, but it like, I mean, you saw that. Or maybe, see, now there's more table here. I feel really far away from you guys. Like, I don't feel that close. But it's just gonna have to do. And I will readjust another time. I have my smoothie here. I have not had breakfast. I wasn't hungry until right before I was gonna start filming. And I was like, you know what? I should probably put something in my body. Fucking delicious. I guess I have a couple more updates. This reading will be slightly longer than the others, not just because of the intro, but because I will be pulling one card from my Heavenly Bloom deck, one card for the Venus retrograde, which we are in right now, and the full moon, which is on Friday the 14th, and then I have the tiniest amount of notes that I will talk about when I pull those 2 cards, and that will be after the regular reading. I do plan on filming a full moon reading for sure, which should be up in the next couple of days. It's for the full moon in Virgo. I guess it's a blood moon and a worm moon. So the blood moon is because it's happening during a lunar eclipse or something like that. And the worm moon means like the ground softens and worms come up from the earth, which means spring is coming. That is like the idea of the term worm moon. So I do have one more thing to say, and that's I am planning on dyeing my hair another color in the next 2 to 3 weeks, and I plan to vlog it and film it. As you can see, or maybe you can't see, but like my bangs are like, I don't know, my roots, I don't know, but the cat's right here next to me playing. This cat is a crackhead. I understand why people say orange cats are crazy, because oh my fucking god. Oh my fucking god. Oh my fucking god. I cannot begin to explain. If you guys know me, you know I've been on Rover for some time now as a cat sitter because I really wanted to expose myself to kitties. And to make a really long story short, I am not getting no damn cat ever in my life. Ever in my fucking life. Ever in my fucking life. No! But me being here, anyways, me being here for a few weeks with some kitties will be a nice experience. Maybe I will feel differently by the end of it. I don't know. Anyways, I'm gonna shuffle these cards and we're gonna get into it. Start off, we're doing my week as a whole. Spirits, what is our week as a whole going to look like? Happy Monday, by the way, friends. I didn't say that. Happy Monday. This is the Two of Swords. The Two of Swords is normally kind of like you have been thinking of maybe a situation. This could be situations as an either or perspective. And I was gonna say things about this in terms of like the Venus retrograde, and I'll get into that later when I tie everything into the reading. But the point of this is what I'm trying to say. I think you need to look at things through a different perspective. I think you need to maybe isolate yourself and not just think of things as like this or that. There is always other opportunities, there's always other ways, there's always other options, and we can tie this in later on as we get into the reading. But for now, your week as a whole, for me, is looking like open your mind to different perspectives, take the time to isolate so you can think of things in different ways. It's okay to seclude yourself for the time being in order to come up with maybe the fact that there are different solutions. You know, something unexpected that will arise. Spirits, what is something unexpected that will arise this week? Both the kitties are here. There's 3, by the way. I don't know if I said that. Seven of Swords. This is like the card of, they say, you know, they say a lot about this card. They say this is like the card of like trickery, deception. There's a thief about. This could also be like another way of doing something though, kind of similar to what I was saying with the Two of Swords. Like this individual is like, let me think about this. Okay, I needed some clarification with the Seven of Swords, and if you've been watching these videos, you know how I feel about the Seven of Swords. Like this card kind of like, not freaks me out, but the Seven of Swords is like a card of like deception, lies, cheating, trickery, and like I think for me, speaking for myself, like that would just startle me, period. But you know, to twist this into a more positive situation is this could also be an individual like you, for example, thinking smarter to escape a bad situation. This could also be you outsmarting other people. This could also be you doing what you need to do, like I said, in order to escape a situation. So something unexpected that will arise this week could be, oh yeah, and the other thing I was gonna say was like cheating, lying, manipulation. You could be realizing, or you could be escaping a manipulative situation. And you could also be, this, I'm not trying to say like this is for another individual, but this also could be with yourself. Like maybe you have not been like following your true heart, and maybe you've been in a weird situation where you could be being tricked by others or manipulated by others. I'm not really sure. So take that how it resonates. This is lies, betrayal, cheating, but this also could be you acting smarter and leaving a situation, or realizing that maybe this is not where you're meant to be, like things like that. This is like making better moves to kind of better yourself. This card is a lot. This card genuinely confuses me a lot. You know what I mean? But take that how it resonates. There's kind of a lot going on with that card. Next one is, how can I stay grounded and balanced? Spirits, how can we stay grounded and balanced this week? How can we stay grounded and balanced this week? We have the Tower and the Eight of Cups. I feel like we get the this is the Tower. I feel like we get the Eight of Cups very often. And notice there's like, I don't know if you would consider this a full moon, because it's got like the little crescent as well. I'll probably zoom in there. The full moon is all about letting go of things that no longer serve you. The Eight of Cups is all about letting go of things that no longer serve you. To sum that up simply. So how can you stay grounded and balanced this week? And with the Tower can mean destruction, chaos, but the Tower can also mean rebirth. And I don't know why I'm just getting like growth. you know? Building on stronger foundations. I think I've said that before. How can you stay grounded and balanced this week? Are you ready? Know that if things are not meant for you, they will not be yours. If you are walking away from something or someone or a job, whatever it is you could be walking away from, or kind of even thinking like, oh, I don't know if this is for me, you know, kind of going hand in hand with this Two of Swords and the Seven of Swords. Like, I feel like you have some decisions to make. You know, I feel like maybe something hasn't been working out and you're kind of deciding like, well, what's another perspective I can take? What's another road I can take? And maybe you are scared to take a particular road, you know, in the fear of missing something. But I'm here to say, if something is meant for you, you will never miss it. It will not miss you. If something is meant for you, no matter how far you separate yourself from it, job, opportunity, individual, whatever it is, it will be yours either way. And with the Tower, you know, you definitely could have a moment this week where you're feeling like, everything is horrible. So I just want to be wary of that for you guys, and also remind yourself that it is okay to walk away from a situation that could be making you feel like your world is falling apart. Let's move on. Card 4. What is an important emotion I will feel this week? Spirits, what is an important... Okay. I'm going to take the Five of Cups, and I'm going to take the Six of Pentacles, because that is just what came up. If the rest is meant to come, it will come later. Okay, so what I looked at first was the Six of Pentacles, which is normally like the card of gifting, giving, but also receiving. So you could be on either end of this. This could be giving advice, giving... I don't want to necessarily say money, but with the Pentacles cards, it could be something that makes an individual feel worth. It could be advice, it could be a gift, it could be something to help out another individual, or you could also be on the receiving end of this, so take that how it resonates. You could be receiving or giving gifts. And then with the Five of Cups, this is the Six of Pentacles, sorry. And then with the Five of Cups, normally this card is about like feeling lost and feeling, I want to say disconnected, lonely. This individual is looking at 3 empty chalices fallen in front of this person. But if he turns around, there are 2 full chalices, and if you know, and there's also like a river in front of him. And if he turns around, like he can't get across the river, but if he turns around and looks at the full chalices, there's also a bridge where he can get to the other side. So it's kind of looking like a theme with needing to look for a different perspective with the Two of Swords, the Seven of Swords, taking another path with the Eight of Cups. Because like, this is like, oh, let go of what no longer serves you. But if you look, this individual is walking away from all of these cups. This individual is going on a different path. And it's looking like, I think you may need to take another path this week. I'm not sure what that's going to look like for you or what that's going to mean, but I'm really also getting like you need to actually have that realization first, because right now you're kind of like, you're blind. You're kind of blind. This individual in the Two of Swords is blindfolded. You can't even see straight, you know, because there's a lot of chaos going on. Maybe you've been feeling like you've been getting manipulated, lied to, and cheated on. I don't know. Or I don't want to say cheated on, but maybe like not treated in a way that you wish you were treated. Like this individual is escaping a situation where they did not really feel maybe their worthiness. Like maybe you have not been feeling like your best self for whichever reasons, and you've been blind to that. So now it's time for you to take a look in a different perspective, in a different direction, so you can find the other path, so you can get across to the other side, so you can get across to the new beginning. Card 5, something that will inspire me. Did I do that? No, I didn't. Spirits, what is something that will inspire us this week? What can you use for inspiration this week, Spirits? Spirits, how can we remain inspired? We have the Nine of Wands. Immediately what I'm getting with the Nine of Wands is like, don't overwork yourself. Like, I know the Nine of Wands is like the card of like, as a card resembling exhaustion. I'm gonna take one really quick look. Yeah, exhausted. This individual has been putting in the work. This individual has like a kind of like a concerned look on his face. I'm not sure if I showed the card. Nine of Wands. Something that will inspire you this week. I want to say you could take this how it resonates. So you can either like go hardcore heavy into the work and use that to inspire you. But really with like the general idea of this reading is like, I think it's time for you to take a step back so that you can, you know, because if you're exhausted, you can't think clearly. If you are exhausted, like kind of like, for example, they say if you are not fed, you can't think straight. If you're not drinking enough water, you won't be able to function properly. Like, these things are all true. If your body is not well rested, you will not be able to make decisions in the most effective way for yourself. Not saying when, and I'm not trying to say like, oh, if you're fed and hydrated, you'll always make the best decisions. Obviously, we all make decisions that we don't 100% agree with later on. However, if you take care of your body, your mind, and your soul, and you are rested, you will be in a better place to kind of understand your needs better. So if you're exhausted, you know, I feel like genuinely, if you're exhausted, how will you even feel inspiration? So if you're feeling exhausted, give yourself the things you need so that you can feel inspired, you know. Something that will inspire you this week should be to give yourself rest, to give yourself the things you need to nourish your mind, body, and your soul. You know what I mean? If you're like one of those people that's like really on the grind, like you're working hard every day, I think that's amazing. But if it's not getting you anywhere and you're blind to decisions and you're feeling unsatisfied in your life, clearly there's something wrong. Clearly you need to take a step back so that you can maybe take a different road, take a different course, take a different path. You know what I'm saying? How will my spirit guides speak to us? Spirit guides, how are you going to talk to us this week? Spirits, how, strength. I'm going to keep going. How are you going to communicate with us this week? Immediately what I'm getting is you might meet a Leo. Sorry. I don't know why. I'm not saying love. But, you know, here's the strength card. How are you going to speak to us this week? Maybe situations will come up that put you in a place of needing to make a difficult decision. Now, remember this when I say it. If you are in a place where you are unsure of what decision you need to make or what course you need to take or direction you need to go, take a step back. You can take as long as you need to make said decision. You don't need to make decisions right away. You don't need to make decisions because somebody is putting you on the spot. Because I feel like there is strength in time. I feel like there is strength in knowing a person. Like, I feel like there is strength in knowing thyself is really what I want to say. And there's an infinity sign above this person. You have infinite power to do the things you desire. You know what I mean? Oh yeah, and I was saying you might meet a Leo this week. That was just kind of a random thought. But Leos are often, like, in my opinion, they're pretty wise. They're pretty wise. They're pretty, like, very strong in their opinions. I had met a Leo yesterday at work, and I was talking to these individuals about like signs and astrology, and it was really cool. And what I got from this individual, not that he was cocky, but he was very like strong in his soul. You know what I'm saying? And I get that with a lot of my Leo friends and family members, is that they're very like, they really believe in themselves. They're very confident in themselves. And if you have a Leo friend or family member, definitely lean on them this week. Maybe hang out with them this week. Surround yourself with them. But the point I'm trying to say with the strength card and how your spirit guides will speak to you is you are so strong. You don't need to be a Leo to be strong. Obviously, I have no Leo in my chart, like at all. And that's okay. I'm an Aquarius, so Leo is technically opposite of my sign. Which doesn't mean I'm weak. What is the point I'm trying to make? I've been rambling, I apologize. You're so strong. I think this week you may in terms of how the spirits will speak to you, is you may have a couple opportunities or situations where your strength is tested. And my current lock screen right now says something like this. It goes, "You wish to be wise, so you will be tested with mistakes." If you wish to be strong, if you wish to achieve all of your dreams, you will be tested. You will be tested. You will be given opportunities that you need to decide are either for you or not for you. You will be approached with multiple decisions or multiple opportunities, and you have to decide which one works best for you. And in deciding what works best for you and your soul, I think I read something today too that's like, if it doesn't feel right in your gut, like, I don't remember exactly what it said, but if it doesn't feel right in your gut, that's your intuition, that is your inner soul, that is your body, that is your mind speaking to you. And when you listen to it, you will not regret it, and you will feel very strong. Be on the lookout for situations where you are questioning your decisions this week, and remind yourself that you don't need to make any decisions right away if you're not comfortable. If you're not comfortable with doing so. Spirits, how can we best support ourselves this week? How can we best support ourselves this week? You know, I feel like we have a lot going on. How can we best show up for ourselves? How can we best support ourselves this week? I knew the fucking Hermit was coming up. Okay. We have the Ten of Pentacles, which is a wonderful card. This is the card of abundance, joy, wealth, success. And then we have the Hermit. I don't know why I knew. I had a feeling the Hermit would come up when we saw the Two of Swords and then the Five of Cups for some reason. I don't know. So we have the Hermit, we have the Ten of Pentacles. The Hermit is giving yourself time to let your inner light shine. The Hermit is giving yourself the time. When I say giving yourself time, I mean like making time for yourself, spending time with yourself, secluding yourself, like I said with the Two of Swords, so that when you are ready, just like how I said with the Strength, like only make decisions when you feel ready. When you are ready, you can open up this little lantern, and you're like, I want you to imagine the light coming out of this cage, the star coming out of this little lantern, making a loop-de-loop, and going into your body, and this is your highest self, this is your highest form, and your aura is glowing. You know what I'm saying? That's the goal. Enlightenment. You know what I mean? And then with the Ten of Pentacles, I guess how to best support yourself this week is know that, I mean, this is the goal, right? Abundance, wealth, happiness, joy, success, family, community, everything you've ever worked for, everything you've ever wanted. How to best support yourself this week also, I really cannot talk. When I was writing my notes before this video, oh my god, I couldn't spell either. What was I gonna say? Fuck. How to best support yourself this week with the Hermit. I remember. It's okay to say no. Know when to say no. Like if you know, there's only one card in the deck that kind of, I guess there's two that resemble like being with other people, and that's the Six of Pentacles and the Ten of Pentacles. But I guess like with that, in terms of this entire reading, is what I'm saying is like if you have individuals who like want to reach out to you, or you want to reach out to other individuals, that's great, that's wonderful. But if you don't, and you're like, no, I really need the time to myself, you can say no. You can be by yourself. There's nothing wrong with that. This all looks, I was gonna say it looks good. It looks like growth. You know what I'm saying? There's a lot going on. Before I start rambling again, I'm going to immediately get into the Venus retrograde because I think all of this really, really ties into it. So, the Venus retrograde started March 1st. It goes all the way until April 12th. It is a 40-day, 40-night retrograde. The Venus retrograde calls us to reevaluate relationships, values, our self-worth, and our finances. And in terms of finances, like, where are your finances? We are reassessing our goals and actions. Have you been good with your money? Have you been bad with your money? This is the time. We are reevaluating our core values, our beliefs. How have we been connecting with our friends, our families, relationships with other people? Are your needs being met? What is no longer serving you? They're also saying that exes may resurface, so take that how it resonates. That's not happening for me. Maybe some of you want that. You know who I'm talking about. And then something I read as well that I really enjoyed for this Venus retrograde was, this is not a punishment. It is a time to move backward to help you carve through the layers of ego to get back to what really matters, and that is your truth. This is a cosmic course correction. So and why I kept saying, like, earlier in the reading, how this is all going hand in hand, is that all of these, like, looking for new paths, escaping manipulative situations, the Tower, leaving what's no longer serving you, the Five of Cups, even the Hermit is like, this is a time to reevaluate everything in your life with the Venus retrograde. I think if you are feeling like a chicken with your head cut off currently right now, and with the Strength card, I want you to remind yourself that you are strong, and if you're feeling that way, there's nothing wrong with you. This is just a cosmic course correction, and it's okay, and it's important to take the time you need for yourself to be able to make decisions that will overall bring you to abundance and success. Are we following? I really hope so. So I'm going to pull one card from the Heavenly Bloom deck. Hello, Kitty. Oh, sorry. I just moved and he, like, tweaked out. I don't know. But he's fine. He's fine. Heavenly Bloom deck. And we have the little booklet here. Spirits, do you have any information for us for the Venus retrograde? Just one card of how we can guide ourselves kindly through this Venus retrograde. One card. 10 of Laurels, which is actually equivalent to the frickin' 10 of Pentacles, which is funny. I'm gonna show this card. Oh my god, this is a beautiful blue fairy. I'm gonna get real close for you guys. I don't know if you can see, sorry. And then we will look it up in our little bookie. Oh, I literally, like, was right there at the page. Isn't that funny? 10, not king, 10. 10 of Laurels. Okay. These people have names. So the man, Cerulus and Ilandrea, I don't know. Enjoy their joint success. Upright. The culmination and legacy. This is the end of a long-term successful venture. There is an abundance of wealth, stability, and domestic harmony. Simply. So, in terms of the Venus retrograde, all I need to say is that for the next, till April 12th, overall, when you get to the end, this will lead you to success. You will find clarity. You will get all the things you desire. And it's coming from needing this time to reevaluate your decisions, look in different directions, escape certain situations, have birth, regrowth, like, look at things from a different perspective, giving yourself the nurturement you need, and also being able to receive gifts from others. I feel like I didn't say much about this Six of Pentacles, but this could be receiving from others in a nurturing way. If you have individuals reaching out for you, like really wanting to care for you, if you feel like you can say yes, say yes. If you feel like you have to say no, you can say no. But giving and receiving is something that humans need to do for connection, just genuinely. Not saying sex, I'm just saying in many ways. This could be helping a stranger, this could be whatever, holding the door, I don't know, it could be many, many things, and you'll see this week. People giving to others, you giving to others, you receiving from others. And think of this reading when I mention it. That's for the Venus retrograde. Now I have a tiny, tiny, tiny bit of notes for the Worm Blood full moon. March 14th, it's on Friday. So happy full moon week. Happy full moon week. And like I said, I will post a full reading for that in the next day or two. So It says the lunar eclipse is a window to detach from energies, emotions, connections that don't align with your highest vision. Trust the universe and surrender yourself in order to feel lighter. You may discover truths about yourself and others. And then the full moon is in the sign of Virgo. So Virgo is about embracing our inner goddess. If you're a man, you can still embrace your inner goddess. We don't really worry about gender on this channel. Embracing our inner goddess and our unique gifts, and asking ourselves how we can display our gifts to the world. Letting go of past mistakes, which overall hold you back from the future. So, yeah. Spirits, do you have anything from the Heavenly Bloom deck in terms of the full moon in Virgo? Just one card to maybe give us a little introduction of what we may or may not be releasing. This deck is like literally impossible to hold. Anything for the full moon in Virgo, spirits? Page of Cups. What a beautiful card. Normally this is, and it's really funny, there's a little fish coming out of her cup, and the opposite sign of Virgo is Pisces. There's the card. I will read from the booklet, but what I'm getting is for the full moon, releasing what no longer serves you will only bring you more opportunities. You know what I mean? The Priestess of the Tide consults the spirits for interplanar information. Bringer of good news. The Page is a kind, youthful person with deep intuition who's a bit of an idealist. They represent your inner child and embracing the fun in life. We didn't talk about any inner child stuff in this entire reading, but here it was. Embracing your inner child. I want to read it again. Embracing your inner child and embracing the fun in life. Bringer of good news. Amazing reading. There's a lot going on, and that's okay. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. I talked a lot in this video. I have a lot of great content coming for you, friends. You know, hair, more tarot. I'm in a new environment currently for a while. Yeah. Take care of yourselves, love yourselves, do the things that make you happy, forgive yourselves of your past. There's my hopefully no longer smelling like piss clothes being cleaned. Have a very amazing week, and I will see you guys really soon for the full moon in Virgo reading.